Hey, what's up guys, Jacob here, back in another video. This video I'm going to be going over the Birdie versus Falke matchup, through a training room. I do have some matches against a Falke player that I will link in the description, if you guys want to see an actual match. It was a little older. I do know a little more about the matchup, but still, at least you guys have something to kind of like see like how it is, Or maybe you guys saw some of the older matches in rank 2 where I played against Falkes, but yeah. Alright, here we go. So the first thing I want to go is that you have to be aware of is that she has faster buttons, and well, before any of that, you got to remember that this matchup is pretty much the command grab versus zoner matchup. Falke is more of the unique zoner. She has very unique properties of her projectiles and the way she does things that make her a good character but also bad at the same time, because she only becomes good in certain matchups because of her uniqueness. But her uniqueness can also hurt her in a lot of matchups, so she's kind of that type of character. So, but unfortunately, Birdie is the character that she does really well at, and I'll go over that. But yeah. So like I said, the first thing you have to be careful of is her normals. Her normals are a lot faster than yours, and further as well. Or some of them are the same frames, but further. So yeah. So crouch medium is really dangerous move just because it's a space. What do you call it? A space trap. Space trap is pretty much a move that you throw out it's negative, but it's safe in certain ranges, and they can catch you pressing the button to try to challenge back. So a lot of times you're gonna get stuffed out by the heavy punch. Heavy punch is really good from Falke because it activates into pretty much anything that she has. Also, her crouch medium kick or standing medium kick is really good too at baiting as well. Stand light kick, stand heavy kick, crush counter, she gets like the same type of combo in the sense that Birdie has dash up, medium punch, EX, So yeah, it's very difficult to try to like stuff her out. There I stuffed out because she was too close doing it, Like she's too close, I can stuff her out, but most of the time if she spaces it out, it's an easy bait. So yeah, there I stuffed her out. But I don't think I could really get much off of that because of how far she is. Yeah, see? So that's the problem. Your bullhorn is what gives you Oki, right? Like, you want Oki against a zoner because you don't want to stay away so that you don't get zoned, obviously. So the only thing I get here is that, and I keep her away. I can try to set up if I can, but the problem is that she can keep you at bay behind your can, or she can push you away from your can a lot of situations like that. So she can wake up instantly with a shot, and what happens is that, bro, she didn't even wake up anything. I set up the wrong thing, my bad. Alright. So she can keep you away from your can pretty much. See how much space she took away from me and my can? So I don't really get any like offense off of that. That's the problem. So she can just keep me at bay from trying to like really set up a lot of situations, right? Same with the V skill too. So with the bubble, the difference is that she can, as long as she's mid-screen or has space from the screen, it's the same concept, right? I can block, but I have to trail behind it. And if I dash up, it gives her space to walk away from the bubble. If she's mid-screen. If she's in the corner, that's a different story. Then she has to hold that, right? The heavy one also is a little bit funny in certain situations in the corner as well. Right. So it becomes like, it's iffy. It's really iffy situations. But yeah, I mean obviously you want to have Falke in the corner. That's the Birdie has the vortex in the corner, so that's what you want. But yeah, and I kind of drifted off a little bit on that, just going over her options and stuff. But let's go back. All right. So another thing is dealing with her forward fierce. Her forward fierce has the same frame that or same active starter frames as your stand fierce. So, and it's further as well. So it's 14 frames startup, just like Birdie's. And it's hard to jump over. It has a lot of active frames, so it's very hard to kind of like try to react to that. You're not really reacting to that. If you make a read, you can try to jump in on it, right? Like if you know she's gonna do it, you can jump in, right? Get a punish. You don't really get much off of the light punish. And if you use his stronger jump-ins or like his stand heavy kick, it might you not be able to recover in time. See, she already recovered, so she could just free DP me after that. So because of Birdie's slow jumping, it just makes it easier to set up that game for her. So, and if you get a whiff punish, unfortunately, the bullhorn whiffs again.
Over there.
Hold on, go over it.
Over there. Over there.
See, it can hit. It can hit on specific like ranges where you get it right at the edge. But a lot of situations where you get a whiff punish or you get to like space trap Falke, a lot of times what happens is that you're out of range. If you make a big read, you can go for crouch fears just like the other situation here. Like in this situation you can't do it as well, right? You know, you get a full punish or whatever off of crouch fears, but those are hard reads I gotta make. And armor as well. Armor is another option. The mirrorless option that Birdie has isn't too good though. It's good. I am left at +3 in front of her, but the problem is with that is that I'm not up close. I'm not crammed in front of her. So what happens is that I can't lock you down. I have no real way to lock you down. My fastest buttons are 4 frames. I'm +3. So that allows you on defense to be able to backdash out of that for some reason. So what happens is that you go into an air recovery a lot of times. When I get this, I'm not able to really lock you down. So what happens is a lot of people just backdash out of that, and I just kind of have to maybe like stagger my pressure, or if I make a really good read, I can go for a crouch heavy kick. If I know they're gonna, or a sweep, if I know they're gonna backdash, I can go for that. It's just that there's a lot of OSs off of this situation here, mostly because of the way my buttons work at certain ranges. But it's good though. At least you're in front of her. You know, if she sits there, you get a command guard, right? But your vortex isn't as brutal mid-screen. You don't get dash up Oki. You're minus if you try to dash up. You know, it's just you have that meter to really make that scary if you command grab somebody. So yeah. Or if you're in V trigger 1 as well, you can make that scary. But all the reads you're making can literally kill you. And Falke does good damage. Another thing a lot of people, you know, forget is that she does do good damage. So yeah. Alright, her air projectile is annoying as well because another thing with the bullhorn, a very important tool, it can whiff. If she spaces it out really well, I can whiff the bullhorn. You know, most of the time you try to react with bullhorn as soon as you see the jump in, because the bullhorn is slow on startup. So you want to try to get as early as you can when you get the opportunity. The problem is she can really bait you out of that. If you know the Falke player is gonna go for that like that, you could walk her down, then bullhorn, you know. But any experienced Falke player is not gonna be that close. I mean, I know people make mistakes, you know, it happens, but like someone that's very experienced in the matchup is not gonna just like just go for that. It's too risky. If you know the ranges of Birdie, you know that Birdie has the bullhorn, you're not gonna just jump right in front of there and just go for that. But I understand some people are inexperienced in the matchups. I play against players that are inexperienced and they just get caught by that, and I just punish them for it. But a Falke player that really knows what they're doing is not gonna really give me those opportunities. So I gotta really make sure, like, I just gotta find what they're doing that's, if they're overextending in, but it's very difficult. But yeah. Alright, so the air projectile went over. You can read it too, you can read it. If you wanna react a little later, you can use EX chain grab, right? You know, you do get Oki off of it, right? But you don't, you're +3 again. So you're in that same situation where people could try to OS backdash you and you get the air recovery and you get out of the situation, right? So it's so annoying because there's too many situations that even though I am plus, you can just OS backdash me. And if I don't have you in the corner, I can't do anything. So that's the problem. I can just keep trying to pest you, but Falke does have a get off me button with her DP. So if I'm kind of always trying to pest her because I'm getting tight because I'm trying to get in, you know, EX DP, get out of here. So yeah, I have to maintain that patience against Falke. And the problem is she can lay me out though. If I play too patient, she can just keep staggering me with pressure and then, you know, projectiling me with her stand projectile. It breaks armor, so it's just difficult. It's very difficult. Her low fireball, you know, it's very hard to you can bullhorn through a low fireball, but the problem is that most Falke players don't use the low projectile up close. Maybe in a block string, but not up close in a like just like that. No, you know, they're not really gonna do that. If they do, you can bullhorn and pressure, but you know, yeah, you don't really want to do that. Slide is okay against Falke. From ranges you can use slide. The problem is that because of her buttons are really good, now most of the time when you get a slide, you're doing it to space trap somebody, you know what I mean? If you get it from like the max range, right, you're trying to space trap and then get a whiff punish. Like you see there, Falke with the medium punch. I mean the medium kick. It's a little hard to space out. And I get a whip punish, right? I get the space trap there, but Falke doesn't have to use that button. She has her crouch medium punch that's really good as well. Is this the right one? Oh no, it's DP. Right, so her crouching medium punch locks me down in those situations like that. You see? I can try to like bait her, you know, I am what do you call it, I am safe, so I can go for armor. It is a frame 1 thing, so I can go for it. It's just that it's a little difficult to do. I have to like hold like a weird charge here, right? I have to keep baiting her. And the only time I get Oki off of this is if I'm in V-trigger or I can activate into V-trigger. That's another thing about Bullhorn. EX Bullhorn, I get no Oki off of it. I can't cancel it to the bubble, but though, like I said, she can just keep pestering you away from your bubble, because you can't block her low until you get it out. So it's just she has a lot of like tools to keep you away from your shit, pretty much. You can't play your game against her. That's the problem, and that's the problem with Birdie. Birdie has to be able to play his game to get in, and since he can't, it's troubling. What else I want to go over? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. You know, his medium chain got buffed, so it's really fast, right? But her low projectile, it goes under it. When she goes into the crouch projectile to hit you, it goes under the chain, so that's bad. The best thing you could do if you make a read is go for his hanging chain grab. If you know that she's gonna do that, you can go for that. But yeah, like I said, most of it is hard reads to get any pressure, right? And then you're plus, right? So it's different. You're only +1, so it's risky to try to go command grab. She can just wake up a button on you, but still, I think, or not. I forget how fast Birdie's command grab is, but yeah. But at least you're plus though after that, but still. You have to make a read to catch a Falke with that, so that's the problem. See, her projectiles do have a pretty high hitbox as well, so trying to get that on the Falke is a little difficult as well. Just her buttons and stuff. Her buttons are really good. Like I mentioned before, she can hit confirm a lot of them. So let me just show you guys. For example, you know, if she gets like a whiff punish off a Birdie or something, if I'm throwing out buttons and shit like a maniac, she can kind of just hit confirm into this, right? Alright, now he's blocking, bro. Alright. So a lot of her buttons give her that opportunity to activate. So if I make a mistake in the neutral, you know, I get fucked, right? And now she gets Oki on me. And the thing about this move here, wait, that's not it. Was it this? Yeah. The thing about that move right there, it's really good. It's so good. It's very awkward. It's actually really fast too. If you try to anti it, it's really difficult, bro. It's almost like a Kami dive kick, bro, but it's always plus.
Locked on target.
Let me stop saying bro, but yeah, it's really fast. It's plus on block, and yeah, it's almost like a free get into almost. Like if I know she's gonna do it, I can armor it, but sometimes when you anti someone in the air at that angle with the EX Bullhorn, it'll whiff and the person will just land on the ground. But yeah, it's just really good. She gets a whiff punish or anything like that, you know, just easy, boom. And if she wants to kill you, she can. Right, then she gets the combo, right? And just the damage from it as well. If you make a mistake, if she catches you with this, you know, it's just dangerous, you know. Like she can just do meterless damage. I mean, she does have, you know, meter. She can do a lot more damage, right? Right. It's just really, really frustrating to deal with. That's all. She does good damage. If she has her V skill 2, is even more annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if she does V skill 1, her little like twist thing is really punishable. It's like -10 or something. So yeah, don't just let Falke whiff that. It's armor breaker, but if they're using it to try to break your armor on wake up, punish them for that. Don't let them do that. But yeah, she can space out though, so remember that as well. Yeah, hopefully I'm going over everything. What's this? Oh, I forgot about that. Alright, so this move is so annoying because when you have her in the corner, where you're good at, you know, if you don't have her exactly in the corner, you give her a little bit of space, that's it. Now she's out of the corner with that dive kick. It's so active, it's so hard to anti her, unless if you read it. It's very like awkward. It has a lot of active frames. It can stuff out your move. right? But you can time it like really well and then get the anti-air, but it's very difficult when you're not ready for that. So yeah, a lot of situations you kind of have to do that, or if you really know that she's gonna go for that shit, just like jump back heavy kick or some shit to keep her closer to the corner. This, or try to like walk back a little, you know, bait her, right? You can bait her, it has recovery, but I'm just saying. It's just you have to really make the small opportunities you get last, that's all. But it's harder because you don't have an intense vortex in the mid screen. That's the problem pretty much. You have to have her in the corner, which is hard to maintain your game in the corner against her because she has a lot of defense options as well to keep you out. So yeah, it's just mostly those things. Her tool set allows her to just kind of counter a lot of my tool set. That's pretty much the problem. And all the buttons that I went over for the most part are the reason why I hit projectile, and just situational stuff is very, you know, unorthodox, and you have to just pretty much counter everything and try to get as much as you can off of it. You know, at the end of the day, I would say to play lame in this matchup, but you can't really play lame because she can play that better than you can, if that makes sense. She has longer normals than you, and when you're slow jumping, you're not really get a good opportunity to jump in on her unless you make good reads. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, mostly, you know, it's like just difficult. One of Birdie's harder matchups. Just a hard matchup for Birdie, that's all. Like, Birdie's just another character just like Falke, where he has his good matchups and he has his bad matchups for reasons that the uniqueness of his character, his toolset that he has, works against certain characters but doesn't work against others. So yeah. So I believe that's it. I'm going to link a video though for you know, the matchups that I had against a really good Falke player. It was a little older, but you know, still I kind of want to show you something just so you guys can have an idea for whoever didn't see that video. You guys can have an idea like what it's like kind of in the matchup. But yeah, if I can get some recent matches of it, I'll show that too. You know, but I like doing it. I like showing the matchup when I'm playing it rather than just talking about it in the training room. Anybody could just do this, right? But for the most part, but yeah. So I'm gonna link that video, and I think that should be it. I didn't go over all my tools really.
Whenever you're ready.
Like, I know stand heavy kick can counter and stuff like that in certain situations where stand fierce, but it's a read. You have to read that, and it's very inconsistent. You know, EX Dolphin Dive is good against her low projectile from a distance, but like I said, you're not putting her in an intense vortex mid-screen. You know, you either go for a slide that becomes minus at that point, or you try to like do something risky. It's just a lot of risk. It's like Kage. You have to take a lot of risk in this matchup to get in. And if the Falke player can't stop that, then you win. That's pretty much it. But she has the tools to stop that. That's the thing. And she does heavy damage. So, you know, she has easy opportunity to stop you and does good damage. So, yeah. And you playing online, you ain't react to that forward fierce. If you can react to that forward fierce every single time, you are a god. If you can react to that forward fierce every single time. But yeah. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching to the end. I appreciate that a lot. And
Whenever you're ready.
let me know what you guys think and any other matchups. I'm not gonna, like I said in past videos, there are matchups I'm inexperienced in, so there's just some situations where I just can't make the matchup video. I'm not gonna make a matchup video of a character I don't know too much about, or I haven't played a lot against. Luckily, I do have a Falke player, or I play against a Falke player often. You know, luckily there's someone I know that plays Falke. So yeah. But if I can find, you know, players that play specific matchups that I don't know, then, you know, I could do that. But yeah. With that, I'm out. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Peace.